Philipcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Shooting the Breeze. I'm your host, Phillip, a.k.a. the Podfather, and I'm joined by Shane Kody.
Hey, Podfather, you know, the last segment we did and stuff, I just didn't want to stop there. I wanted to keep on going a little bit longer. I just wanted to keep it going for a minute.
So this Shooting the Breeze, I will upload this today. The interview that we did, I'll upload that next week, kind of keep you guys waiting, working you guys a little bit. So, Shane, why don't you give us some stories from your time in the business, like some stories on the road. I hear you have a story of a certain leprechaun that we all know and love.
Yeah. Honk Swallow, we was out in Montana, and so the night before we were just drinking it up and partying and stuff. So I had to get up early in the morning. So did everybody else, but they just kept on drinking and stuff. And so, we go down and we hop down and we're heading to the next town in Montana. And so we stop and eat some greasy food, and it didn't agree with none of us. So, going about 15 miles down the road, and Hogswoggle goes, "Hey, man, I take a shit." And I says, "You want me to pull over here?" And he goes, "No, man, just keep on going." So, we keep on going about another 15 minutes down the road. So he says, "I can't hold it no more, man." So pull over right side of the freeway there, and he goes and he's out in the grass, and the guy's shitting for like a half an hour, man. And then we only had one napkin in the car and stuff. So he see him in little spots, and then you see him, he doesn't have no pants and shoes on and stuff, and he comes back and he had to get a new pair of pants because, he crapped on himself and stuff like that. And then, there's other stories, when we was down in Texas, Rocky Johnson, the Rock's dad.
Yeah.
The guy was scared to death of mice.
Really?
So, the guys, we got a couple mice, and everyone clears out the dressing room and stuff, and Rocky's getting ready for his match, so he goes back and starts getting dressed and stuff, and everyone leaves, and so we all shut the door on him and stuff, and then the guy starts yelling and screaming, and you hear chairs knocking over, and you hear the table knock over. There was 4 mice that we put in his bag, so the guy goes crazy. There's other stories with midgets. I don't know if I should call them midgets, maybe call them little guys or little people. The wrestlers and stuff, we used to get them, and we used to hang them up on the coat racks and stuff, and they couldn't get down. Back in the 80s, I had Jimmy and Rocky give me a call. They wanted me to go work for them over in Hawaii for a week. Leah Mavia ran Hawaii for many years. That was Peter Mavia's wife.
Yes.
And she ran there for years, and there was a bunch of Howies coming over there and stuff, and she made the call, says if they come over, they're going to get hurt. So the guy that was going, he backed out and said, "You want to go?" And I said, "Sure." So, I went over there and I got to work with, Jimmy and Rocky for 7 days and wrestled them each night for, a week. But, I remember when Jimmy came and picked us up at the airport, we're going back to the motel and stuff, and he pulls over the side of the road, a coconut tree. The guy climbed the coconut tree all the way to the top, barefoot, just like a monkey. He just walked right up on that thing like it was nothing. Good stuff like that. And like I said, I've been wrestling 32 years, and what a great time it's been. Was it worth it? I don't know. Would I do it again? In a heartbeat. And if anyone out there, male, female, you want to become a professional wrestler, if you want to be a referee, manager, hit up Big Time Wrestling. The address is 4546 Prata Boulevard, Unit 12. Phone number is 494-9648. It's the greatest school around. It's Big Time Wrestling. It's a really good place, and Big Time Wrestling is one of the greatest promotions around. Another thing, hit up sharpshooterfunding.com. It's Bret Hart's gig. Awesome people. Good thing. Look it up. It's good stuff.
Yes. One more quick question. I want to know, how do you feel about people, like the guys in the business today, no selling some moves? I don't know if you saw the clip of Leo Rush getting power bombed off a ladder through a table and then standing right back up immediately. How do you feel about stuff like that?
Like I was saying before, wrestling's changed so much. If you would have done that stuff back in the day, you would have got hurt. These guys doing the no sell, this, that, this. It's changed so much. If you would have done that back in the day, you would have been hurt. And it's called shoot. They would have shot you. They would have shot on you, and you would have been hurt. Back in the day, this stuff with these little promotions opening up, running in warehouses, running at the flea market, they would have been ran out of town. You got guys coming into the business weighing $120. You hang them upside down, they look like a skinned deer. But I guess it's a dream. Everybody has. That comes into the business that they want to become a wrestler. So I can't really knock it really too much because it's a dream of theirs. But wrestling's changed so much, and this no sell. I mean, if I got someone in my match that pulls a no sell on me, well, the next move is they're definitely going to fill it. So, it's just different things for different people. I mean, a lot of these people, and you got these wrestling schools out there that they're not trained right. They don't know how to work, and it just gives wrestling a real bad name. You got these little promotions out there. They're drawing 30 people. It's embarrassing. To me, it just gives wrestling a really bad name.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in the era with your Eddie Guerrero frog splashes, your Jeff Hardy swanton bombs, but I can go back and watch a Gorgeous George or a Buddy Rogers or even a Frank Gagne and just really appreciate the psychology and the way they work and stuff
they
that.
They don't know how to do that today. They don't know how to do it today. It's just it's so much. They got so many high spots jumping around. It's like circus acts now. It's not wrestling. It's like I said, it's changed so much. It's not like it used to be, And and it's again, they throw these belts on guys that shouldn't even be wearing belts. I was told many years ago, you could be the greatest wrestler out there, but if you ain't making no money for me and if you ain't filling seats, you ain't no good to me. You could be the shittiest wrestler out there, and you're putting people in the seats and you're making me money, you're somebody. And that goes for a champion too. If you're a champion and you're not putting people in those seats and making that promotion money, what good are you? You could put a belt on anybody.
Can. Most recently, Jinder Mahal. What do you think about that? Jinder Mahal being the WWE champion. Or have you really been watching and seeing what's going on there?
I don't even watch wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't even watch it.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, I just, I never really followed the wrestling or watched wrestling on TV. I don't. Never did.
Never did?
No, never did.
Oh man. No, I mean it's been a really controversial topic in the business. AJ Styles, who, in my opinion, is probably the best in the world right now, besides you, of course. No, but and the match Jinder had with AJ a few months back wasn't really all that great because AJ 4-star matches if he's not even trying. That's just a lot of our opinions. And then people are saying Jinder can't work and stuff like this. Personally, I don't have a problem with Jinder Mahal as the champion. It's something different for this stage. He does the whole he's the foreign guy, he's Indian, and then he speaks to his people in his language of Punjabi. They gave the guy a chance. He hasn't been bad. I mean, he's not like David Arquette being WCW World Champion, or they just throwing the thing on the Great Khali, which that was a whole disaster within itself. But Mahal, I feel like it's not that bad. I mean, for the long run, we'll see where this goes. That's my take on it.
Well, I mean, I guess you have to give each breed a little a shot into the business. I guess you have to give him time to build up the credit that he needs. It's just like anything else. It takes a little time for different people, and it's just what really gets me is you got these people that like the internet and stuff. They go out there and they talk their talk and this and that, and they're probably the person that sits at home and they have 2 Big Macs and a large round table pizza next to them, sitting on the couch, but then they're on the internet thrashing different people about this and that. Oh, this guy's a shits. This guy should have done that. Oh, this guy's horrible. And he's sitting on the couch eating a Big Mac and eating a pizza. Stuff like that really irritates me.
It irritates me as well. I feel like Roman Reigns, I'm sure you're aware of that whole controversy. Well, I'm like, would you say it to his face? And people are like, oh, well, I don't know. Then why would you say it online? That's my whole thing.
It is really. And it's just people get me. And, it just, different things for different people,
Yeah.
I guess, you know.
And then getting back to Roman, like, I don't have a problem with it. The fans, they're the problem, because we're in this era of, like, your Roman Reigns, and John Cena's the perfect example. Oh, we want you to turn heel, we want you to turn heel, yada yada yada. And then, like, let's say if Roman Reigns finally did turn heel, yay, and then like a month later, we're tired of it, you know. We're in that era of wrestling fans, like, we want something, and then once we get it, we're like, oh, I don't know how we feel about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that upsets me about wrestling fans.
Yeah, but you know, wrestling fans are funny, man, because you know, if something like that, they made a change, the fans would go right for it too, you know. But it goes back and forth, you know.
Yeah. Did you hear about the beach ball controversy at SummerSlam? These guys, these idiots, they decided to bring pool equipment. They brought a beach ball in, and they were playing with it during the matches. And I'm like, you're there to watch the show. You're there to watch the guys work, the guys and girls work. Why are you? They were just trying to put themselves over, you know, trying to hijack the show. I don't like stuff like that.
No,
it really irritates me.
It's not good. I mean, but shit, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but WWE banned all pool equipment from events. So what are you gonna do? Do you have any other points or topics or stories you want to tell or make before we get out of here?
I think that's good. I just wanted to tell the little midget story and
Hornswoggle.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I'm all good. But you know, like when I left, I was just wanted to say a couple more things before I said goodbye. And I think I'm all good now. And just I just wanted to plug the Sharpshooter and you know, the Big Time Wrestling School. And I thank you again for having me on.
Yes.
And
No
hope
problem.
everything's good. You want me on again? Just give me a holla.
Let's do it. Guys, I highly do recommend you go to Big Time Wrestling. I've been to a few shows. They get the big stars. Bret Hart, Teddy Hart, Joey Ryan, Chris Masters. They've had Santino Marella, Tommy Dreamer. I went to a show where they had RVD. I got to meet Rob Van Dam. That was pretty cool. I know Flair's been there a few times.
Yeah.
They got Shawn Michaels. I mean, Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest of all time. So I do highly recommend that you check out BTW. They have stars in the making.
Yeah, next show is October 6th, Irvington High School in
Yes.
Fremont. It's a fundraiser for the school, trying to raise some money. And then October 7th out in Salinas.
Yes. All right, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this edition of Shooting the Breeze with Hawkeye Shane Kody. We'll see you next time.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.